Welcome back everybody. This is the second video of pendrive for complete texturing and guiding for texturing the pendrive. So this is the second video. In this I'm going to guide you complete tutorials of texturing. So here is the pendrive. We need to create a seams. We need to mark a seams to unwrap the texture to apply the texturing, and next options to add it name it as scan this or giving out our company logos, like that anything can be done using the texturing. So before that we need to do a unwrap. So in this I have created a shortcut is F5 to create the mark seam. So I'm going to guide you how to create a shortcut for clearing the scheme, or any menu you can create a shortcut. Press Ctrl E, I go to object mode. Okay, Ctrl E, just a minute. Press Ctrl E, and here you can able to see mark scheme. Just I have created a quick access for F5. So how to create that? So I'm going to show it in the menu clear scheme. This can be applied in any menu options. So right click, assign a shortcut. I press F6 to create a clear scheme. So this is a shortcut to create it clear and seam. Control E to go to the menu and for to mark a menu, to mark a scheme. So I'm going to select these edges. So we are going to convert our 3D object to 2D seam to apply a texturing. So select these edges, and here also we can select up to here, and press F5 to create a scheme. So now seam is created, so you can able to see it's marked as a red. So I'm going to guide you how it works unwrapping. Create, here you can able to see one plus menu, so we can make it as double screen. I drag it like this, and here you can select a UV editor and press A to select everything. So this is the UV label which is default, it's applied. So we need to make it clear design to work perfectly. So what I'm going to do after creating the scheme, I'm going to unwrap, press U on the keyboard and unwrap it. So now you can able to see what we have unwrapped. It's created a 2D sheet to do a modeling, right? So what I'm going to do it here is select these scenarios option. Now I will guide you, press 3 on the keyboard face and select these faces. You can able to see here it's selecting everything. So these are the faces which is required for us to apply a one texture or text or logo, anything to appear it on the pen drive. So what I am going to do is now, so press L on the keyboard and press G to move. So I move towards like this. Here you can able, this is the back of the pen drive back side. This is the layout. Here you can able to see the separately we created that pen drive box, and this is the one. So for that we not created the seam. So now we are going to create that. Press L on the keyboard to select particular thing and press Shift H to hide others, and then select the edges. Okay, so here I'm going to select the edges, select these, and select these to open this top. Okay, and then select this one and select this one. So when I unwrap this, so I have selected this piece cutted and it's opening like that. Okay, and this one also going to open the same. So I unselected this, so this is open one side and this will be attached. So I'm going to disconnect one more area also. These are the wraps, it's going to open like this top, and this angle also need to be opened correctly. Select these two, this one, So this is also not required. So I just select like this curved boxes. So when I unwrap, it opens this, open this, and open that also. Fine. So let me see one demo. Press F5 on keyboard to mark a scheme, and press A to select and U to unwrap. Oops, it's unwrapped very wrongly. So what is the reason? Means unwrapping is a 2D. So when we that marking is that we are going to cut that mesh and we are going to make it as 2D. So here you can able to see when we zoom it's look like this because of this focal length on the view. So focal length I'm going to make it as 250. So when we view, now it comes up to the zoom option wherever we require. So press another keyboard to hide the menu. So now we have created these two cuts, we have created correctly. Here these two corrected and this is cutted. So we are going to cut this one once again in one area. Okay, I press F5 and press Ctrl A, and you can always you can unwrap the texture and you can see how it comes. So now we have created one cut here. So page is opening like that and it's continuing here. So you can see, press 3 on the keyboard and select these spaces 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and this is this one. Okay, right? Here let me create one more edge loops to divide. So what I'm going to do, select these edges, press F5, mark scheme, and select all, U to unwrap, select the unwrap button. So now it's unwrapped like this. So we have created the, now it's 2D texture is created correctly for us. So for timing this enough, or to align this you want to make it, this also need to be like this straight. So you can do like this, select these two edges once again, press F5 and press A and U to unwrap and select the unwrap menus. Now you can able to see it's selected like this. So these are separate object which is there for us. So I do one thing, select these edges and press L to select and press G to move like this, because we have created one edge loops. No, okay, press Alt H to unhide everything. Now you can able to see the what we have created, that unwrap meshes, it's overlapping the other unwrapping mesh. So it should not happen like that, otherwise while in texturing or modeling anything it will become problem, that lighting it won't go correctly. So what we are going to do is press L on the keyboard to select that, or you can do like this, overlap that and press L on the keyboard and press R to rotate and rotate 90 degree, press R and press type 90 and press enter, and G to move, and you can scale it down a little bit, you can reduce it like this, and G to move, you can align the outlet on the islands, press L and L and select this one, press R to rotate, type 90 to rotate it exactly 90 degree, press S to scale tightly down and G to move towards here. So this is created separately, and here you can able to see it's going out of the island, this area. So we are going to reduce everything, press L on the keyboard to select the linked one and press S to scale it down a little bit. Okay, now we have created we have unwrapped everything and we have created the layout. Now completely it's completed the unwrapping work. So now we are going to do is we are going to duplicate this one, press Shift D and move and right click to cancel, press M on the keyboard to move the duplicate one to the another collection. So defaultly it's having one collection only, here you can able to see. So we are going to create a new one, press M on the keyboard, new collection, type it as backup BKB, it's a short form, and press OK. So now that what we have duplicated, it's moved automatically to the backup when we selected the move location. So I'm going to unselect this to hide that. So okay, in this collection, now go to tab and select everything. So we are going to save this UV layout and we are going to do the texturing for the same. Select everything, press A on the keyboard and go to the UV, export UV layout. I'm going to save it in pictures and I'm going to make it as pen drive UV layout, press L for UV layout and I'm going to export it as the layouts. Now exporting is done, so I'm going to use a GIMP image editor which is available open source like Blender, so which can be used for official work or for exporting everything, anything else required, so which is free that. So I'm going to give the GIMP link to download it in download it, so check it in description, and Blender also I'm going to give the link it in bottom. Okay, check it out. Now our GIMP image manipulation is open, so this is the image editor which is like Photoshop, similar to Photoshop. Go to file and open the file. In desktop you can able to see, sorry, I have copied in some other location. Go to pictures. So here you can able to see the pen drive UV layout. I select that and open the same. Now our UV layout is created, so I create a new layer and press OK, and this layer I'm going to paint it as black. So press this arrow key to make it as primary as black and select the paint tool and paint it. So now our black color layout is layer is ready, so rename it as black. Okay, fine, you can drag it down to know the layer where is our layer is. Okay, here I'm going to create one text called scan disk. Select A on the keyboard for text option, select and drag it. So this is the front view of the UV. So I'm going to make it as select, and this color also is black, so I'm going to make it as white and click OK. So while texturing, black is the one contrast value, white is the one contrast value, so I will guide you while texturing, so you will come to know. So first let me start typing scan disk. I know that its last is K, but this is the demo version, so I'm not going to give the real name, so because this is the tutorial. So I just increase the size of the scan disk size. Okay, fine, and then go to move menu, select the D and move it towards the center of the thing. Okay, and then now one thing is created. Here we can put logo or whatever anything is required. I just put it here as one layout as sorry, this kind of that name as my company name, like horse ride. So you can see that I have selected the black color, so it's looking like black. Press change the color and increase the font size, so I make it as small little bit, and go to move option and select the rider and move it. Okay, fine. Okay, now I have created the two textures, which one is required for us. You can know why how the is going to be what. So while going to the next lesson, you are going to know how it works. So before that, I save the images in desktop, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to unselect the layout and I'm going to save this one as a PNG format. Okay, now go to file, export as, go to pictures and select the UV, this same name, and I am going to change it as C is mentioned like color for me. Okay, and I'm going to save this file as png. I'm going to give cancel. Why is showing the export? Fine. Yeah, now this file is ready. So I go to the file location of pictures, and I'm going to show you the image of the textures. Wait a second, it's opening. Yeah, what we have created is showing here. So now we are going to import this texture to our object. So now our textures is ready, and we are going to apply a material for the same. So now we don't require this UV layout. Select and drag like this to close the window. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a different color for both. So go to tab and press 2 on the keyboard, sorry, 3 on the keyboard to select the face selection, and go to new material. First let me create a material for the object. Okay, and select everything, press new, and sorry, I selected 2 times. Fine. So I'm going to make it as base color, and this is a secondary color. I make it as SEC, and this one I am going to give it as full red. Okay, I'm going to give the roughness as 0, and it's going to be shine. Okay, and base color I'm going to give it as full black, and roughness I'm going to reduce a little bit. So while coloring you will come to know. So I press save and go to select this one, go to face selection, select these faces which is required for us, and assign a value as red, assign it. So you can able to see where it's assigned. Yeah, so you have to go to the another rendering view, press Z on the keyboard, go to the material preview and select. Now we can able to view our pen drive is colored, and other everything is colored perfectly as we requirement. So what I am going to do is I am going to select this base color, and I am going to increase the roughness a little bit further. Okay, so it still looks shiny, that one. So I'm going to do is I'm going to create a roughness a little bit more. Okay, now fine. Okay, now we are going to apply a texture, that text on in this pen drive. What I'm going to do is now create a one more window, select this plus key and drag it, and select this option and go to shader editor. So now you can able to see what is this new look. It's a node editor which is for texturing and node editors. So here what we are selecting is going to be modified as per our requirement, this boxes. So this one is not required much now, so I'm going to drag it a little further. Okay, so I'm going to a little bit zoom out and press on the keyboard to close that window. Okay, now our base mesh is now it's selected. In this base mesh we are going to give a textures. So what I'm going to do, drag this one and move it like this, press shift D to duplicate it and move it down, then press shift A and search, mix shader and put it on here. So you can, when you drag it and put the nodes, it's automatically it will connect, so let it be no problem. Press shift A and search image texture which is required for us, select that one and press open. So where we have saved pictures, there I'm going to select the colored one, and I am going to select this factor. Okay, before that I will guide you one thing. Now you can able to see that I have selected the shader. Okay, now here you can able to see two colors there, so I'm going to make it this one as blue. Now you can able to see that blue what is there is here I'm going to make it as red. Okay, now you can able to see blue and red is creating the pink color. You can able to view it perfectly. Okay, it's looking like pink color. So when I drag this factor to 0, it shows only the color instead of what we selected. First one is a 0, which is showing all the way red. When I drag to right 1, that is a 1 factor, which shows fully blue. So when I keep it 0.5 in the middle, so it shows the pink. So it mixes the color and shading. So when it goes 1, it shows one color. When it goes 0, it shows one color. Okay, so now I will show you one more trick. Now we have created with two colors, white and black. So I'm going to select that and I'm going to connect it to the factor. Now what it happens? Now the white one, you can able to see white one what we have given is a scan disk. Now you can able to see that scan disk is showing as a blue color. Okay, scan disk is a white, which one is consists to, just a second, yeah, white is consists to 1 0, black is goes to 0. Okay, so that's the reason when I connected, when we have created the texture in white, so only that particular thing is showing as blue and another one is showing as red. So this is the way of texturing and adding a textures. You can see it in bottom also. You can able to see our both name has appeared what we have given. So what I'm going to do, this base color, which one is black, what we look at it is we require as black only. So I'm going to make this black, and this blue color we want it as red color, and I'm going to give it the roughness as 0, and it looks full shiny. You can able to see that only that letter is getting shined. So now our texturing is completed, and one more thing is not completed still at this bottom box. So I'm going to press L on the keyboard and select that, and I'm going to assign this red to that. So let it be shiny fully always. So you can able to watch one thing is little bit black. Why? Because when we do the modeling, it should be always everything is normal. Okay, so what is the normal? Normal is which one is shows the outside of the layout and inside of the layout. So that I will guide you in next lesson, which is particularly that. So now I'm going to select this normal size and select this one. Now you can able to view the thing normal. This is the normal, which one is there. Press A to select all. Press Control Shift N to recalculate the normals. So which is required for us always outside. So I unselect it. So now we can able to see. Now we can watch one thing here. It's what is looking like black and red because it's equalizing the level of the mesh. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tab mode, press L, press Shift H to select everything. Okay, here you can able to view it's nothing inside this. Okay, so go to edge selection, press select these edges, this one, this one, press space, grid fill. Oh, grid fill not happen, so we can press F to make it fill, and select these edges, select this, join, select this, join. Okay, so now select all, Control Shift, and to make it normal outside everything. Now it's created, right? Then we can scale it little bit down, press scale, and y-axis press shift, and you can move it little bit down. So now let's now it looks better. Okay, select this code and select and press Control space to go to the minimize and select this and assign it 1 second to come everything is in red color, and select this and disable that normal options. So now here also it looks the same issues what we have faced issues. So what I'm going to do is select this and press Alt H. Okay, Alt H, and I'm going to select these above meshes. Press Alt Shift H. Okay, Alt H. Okay, one more message which is looking here for us is the thing. I'm going to select an X to delete the faces. Okay, now it's finished. So press L on the keyboard and press Shift H to hide others. Okay. Press Control Space, Control Space. Okay, Alt H. Select these edges. Then press Control L. Shift H. Okay, Control Space to go and assign red. Okay, fine. Now it's completely our pendrive is textured and ready. So this is the modeling. So okay, fine. So our pendrive is ready with the design and textures as per our requirement. So now we are going to create a studio for this, for lighting and everything. So press Control, save it before do everything. Press Shift A and create a plane and scale it tightly down, and select this one. Press GZ to move towards up. Okay, and go to tab mode in this plane and select the edges. E to extrude. Sorry. So I go to object mode, press E to extrude and Z axis. You can see some focal length is still having the issues. What I'm going to do is go to view again, press N and make it as 50. So now it looks better. Fine. And G is ready to move towards up, and press 3 on the keyboard. Select this face, press Shift D and right click to cancel, and GZ to move towards top, and I'm going to move it a little bit GZ again, and go to edge selection, select these edges, Control B to bevel, and add some bevel crease to that, and go to object mode, shade smooth. Okay, now let me create a camera. Before that, select these faces in top faces and create one material, and go to this principal and change it as emission and make it as step. Okay, then now let me create one camera. Press Shift A and press camera to create a rendering view. Press Ctrl Alt 0 to go to the camera view, and here in view section you can lock the camera. What we move, it moves the camera. Okay, so I'm going to do it like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the rendering section. Press Shift Z and go to rendering view. So now we can able to see fully all black. Why? Because our lighting is not so good. What I'm going to do to clear these issues and select everything, then go to this view and go to tab, go to again material, apply new, add material and new material, make it tightly little bit dark, and assign it to the what is required for us. Okay, I'm going to assign for this. This is the material. So now I go to the render view, again press Z and go to the render view. If you see, it's nothing different because the material emission which one we have given is very less. And here you can able to see, so I make it as 10 again. And here one more settings you have to do for rendering is in Eve, so we will give it always in cycles. So when cycles, when I go alt 0, oh sorry, control set. So this is the camera view. So here you can go to the one more option or do the lightings advance. Just a second. Yeah, in this section you can go to the denoising and you can select that option to get a good clarity for the images. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the lighting color. Go to the emission and reduce the lighting. Yeah, now it looks cool. Our pen drive is ready. So I'm going to lock the camera and I'm going to move the camera angle. So while in rendering view it looks the same. So fine. So make it as 3. A little bit darker. So when we free that that angle is nice, so we can create the angle of the shape for that. Okay, now our rendering and texturing is lighting is completed. I press F12 to start rendering. Before that I save the file and I go to the solid view again. Press F12 to start rendering the image. So rendering is started. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this scene and I'm going to show you how the rendering is done, how the pen drive looks. Wait a second. Yeah, our rendering has now completed. So this is the scan disk. Pen drive is run for rendering and completed and is completely it's ready. So this is the unwrapping and texturing tutorial. So whenever you are doing the modeling, so do the modeling as good polyg mesh. So I will tell you what is the good polyg mesh and good workflow in next video. If you like the video, subscribe the channel and click like button and click the bell icon to get the notification for the new videos. And bye bye.